everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Never Alone podcast with me, your host and friend, hopefully, Nadia Benjamin. Thank you for joining me for today's episode and another episode of WBB, aka the winter break Bonanza. If you are new, welcome back to the episode. We are recording a bit later today. I guess I knew I was gonna record this late because of what was happening today. But I'm actually glad I'm recording. You know, it's like almost 7 p.m. at night, obviously. So I'm also winding down, getting ready to grind some Pretty Little Liars tonight. You know, yeah, I'm not gonna sleep. It's not in the cards for me to sleep. So yeah, I'm getting ready to grind. But as you can see, if you're watching, but if you're listening, I'm currently in the kitchen. Now, the last episode I recorded in the kitchen as well, but it looks a bit different this time. Behind me, okay, is obviously an oven or stove, whatever. Both actually. And we're making cookies, we're making biscuits. Only 3 because it's only me. And I was thinking, what am I gonna eat tonight? And I genuinely couldn't think of anything. As you know, we are in a bit of a tight situation. But I could have literally made food, but I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna eat. So I'm like, wait, my roommate and teammate and friend left some cookie dough, and she told me that I can have some, and she left some for me, which is so nice of her. So I was like, let me make some biscuits. And I was gonna make tea, but I'm gonna make that a bit later. So behind me, the biscuits are biscuiting. So we'll see. Maybe at some point in this episode, I'm gonna have to take them out. And then yeah, but I'm excited for today's episode. We're gonna have a bit of a game night situation. Now, if you've been on the pod for if you've been for a while, you kind of know that we're not notorious for playing games, but I do enjoy a little game moment. So I'm excited for that. But before getting into that self-check-in moment, how are we doing? I hope that you're well. Hope that you're happy. Hope that you are healthy and are taking care of and I hope you had a beautiful and gorgeous day today, as you should. I hope you had fun, and I hope you did something that you enjoy. I did something I enjoyed today, which is nice. So I hope you did the same as well. But you know, if your day didn't go so swell, happens to the best of us. That's okay. Tomorrow's another day. The sun will rise again, and we go in tomorrow with a positive mindset and good attitude. You know, we keep showing up because that's what we do. And once again, thank you so much for joining me on today's episode. It's been quite the day. In terms of, I knew today would be a bit of a hassle. I literally came out of the room pacing because I had an appointment at the bank. Yes, at the bank at 10 o'clock. And then I had to go to the weight room because there's only a certain window where I can do my weight session, whatever. So I had to make that. And then I tennis practice. And then I was done. I was done by 2:30, which is a reasonable time. But then I was pretty tired. And then I went to the physio to just look at my foot. And then I came back and I was here by 3:15. And then I've just been here. I think, I ate food because I didn't eat after my weight session, so I ate food. And I was watching the Sidemen, for quite a long time. Their videos are long, so. And then I just sat here and then I cut my hair, as you can see. It was due, even though my hair wasn't even long, but I think cutting it occasionally, every week and a half, is what it needs, just to maintain it at a length that I like and I want. So I did that, and then I took a shower, and now we are here. And we're gonna have a very fun little game night. Now, this might be 2 things happening, or I'll leave the one for another time. But one thing guaranteed is we are playing a game of Would You Rather. Now, if you look back on what do you call it? What is it called? not discography, but catalog of episodes there, you will see a couple of like would you rathers there, yay or nay game. I don't think I've done a this or that. Maybe I'll do that one time. But yeah, I think I've done it a bit of times, but I also think it would be a lot of fun to do it with someone, because I can easily say something, but then I want to see what someone else might say, and then kind of just pick their brain a little bit. But this is the situation. It's not actually unfortunate, but it is what it is, and we're gonna like have fun with it, you know. So I guess you can play along with me as well if you want, if that's what you want to do. And the second game was going to be like a general knowledge kind of quiz thing, but I played a general knowledge, when did I play general knowledge? When I was doing the live shows on Instagram Live, I played general knowledge there, but these general knowledge questions were hard. I was like, I mean, I knew some, but they were pretty hard, so I feel like general knowledge is a little bit hit or miss. You know what I mean? So maybe we won't do that today and save that for another day, and we're just gonna have a nice chat and play a nice game of Would You Rather. I love a good Would You Rather. My worry, though, about this Would You Rather is that I've done so many in the past that I don't want it to be like the same as, like, I don't want to choose the same questions as I did like either a couple episodes ago or a year ago. But girl, I don't know. So we're just gonna play the game. We're gonna monitor the biscuits. Oh wow, they're actually, I feel like they'll be finished in like 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes or like 7. I think 7 is a solid number, but I'll, you know, smell it, I think. But yeah, I have my laptop here with me, got some couple of questions, so let's get into it. First question we have is, this one caught my eye. Wait, this is a nice one, not this one. No, wait, this one. Number 1, would you rather have to always hop around on one foot or have to always squat? I think hop around 100%. Now my thing is, how are you moving in the squat? Always squat. Now, am I like doing squat walks, or is it only when I'm in like a stationary position? Am I squatting, or am I just always in a squat? If that's the case, hop on one foot. It's not that bad to hop on one foot. Now you must think, am I allowed to interchange my feet? You know what I mean? It's not just like only my left foot or my right foot, but 100% hop on one foot and always be in a squat. I've heard so many stories, or not bad stories, but so many stories of like people in hostels and them have like initiation. Does that make sense? I think it's initiation, and them having to squat for like crazy, you know, periods of time, and that being, apparently it's dangerous. I don't know. But number 2, would you rather poop in the only toilet at a party knowing that you'll clog it, or poop in the bushes in the backyard? This is so, oh my gosh. Oh, that's pretty random. Someone messaged me that I did not expect at this time of day. But this question, I'll answer this person when I'm done. But this question is so funny because I was listening to an episode of Synced with Liz and Monica, and they were talking about like pooping and their comfortability of taking a number 2 in company of other people, or in company of a other person, significant other maybe. But I'm not really like, okay, wait, clogging a toilet is quite something. You know, it's quite this thing of like, I guess, okay, I've done it before. I think almost everyone's done it before. Like, everyone my family's done it before, and it's like the worst thing. I mean, if I clog the toilet at home, I'm not embarrassed. I'm more so annoyed, because now I can't like use that bathroom anymore. Well, you can, you just need to like plunge it, but it's just, for me, it's more of like an annoyance thing rather than an embarrassment thing. Does that make sense? Because I don't mind like going to the bathroom with people around. But in this case, being at a party and like Now you are that person who clogged the toilet. Well, it depends what the situation is, okay? If I'm going to the bathroom knowing I'm going to clog the toilet, then I won't do it. Because maybe there's someone behind me and now I leave and, you know, they see this toilet's clogged, they know it's me, I'm embarrassed, okay? But a good thing could happen is that you could go to the bathroom and no one's behind you, there's no line, and you go in the bathroom, you go out, no one sees you go to the bathroom, you're fine. No one knows it was you. You know, they'll just, the next person will just be like, oh, the toilet's clogged, and maybe, it's a tough thing, but I think I would poop in the bushes, in the backyard, okay, with people there. I feel like if you find a spot that it's not that bad. Have I pooped in bushes? Yes. Desperate times call for desperate measures. No, but it wasn't that deep. It's more like on the side of the road type thing. So, that's a tough one. Okay, I mean, if someone's covering me, I'm gonna say poop in the bushes, in the backyard. That is my final stance. Would you rather, number 3, would you rather smell really bad or have really bad taste in music? I feel like having really bad taste in music is objective in a way. Well, no, not in a way. I think it is, but let's not, go into that, because then again, is it objective or subjective? I get confused. But I mean, it depends on the person. But I would much rather have really bad taste in music. I'm so sorry. I've not recently, I'll say in the last couple of years, from like 2020, been really, not that I haven't been in the past, I'm a big person on hygiene. I shower every night, because I think when you're like a pretty active person, you don't like to be in your own like stinkiness. So showering maybe once or twice a day is like a thing that you do. So I try my best to like shower at least once a day, just to get like this today when I went to the weight room and then had tennis practice off. I was like sweating. I was dying to get into a shower. I must wash these biscuits. Ooh. And I was dying to get into a shower. It's like, yeah. But to take it a step further, which is what I mean, is I wrote somewhere in my journal that I want like having a scent to be like a part of my personality. You have those people, and a good example is my mom. You can smell something, or you sniff around, you're like, that smells very familiar, and oh, that's that person. Or whenever you are around them, or when they walk past you, they just smell good all the time. Like I think about it, my mom, I've never ever had her quote unquote smell bad. That's such a crazy thing, actually. Obviously, like when you're in certain places for certain things, you can, like when you're around a fire, you smell like a fireplace or whatever. That's a completely different thing, but she always smells nice, and I like that, and I want to have that be a part of my thing, is to smell nice. And she's very big on hygiene, which I respect and try to take away, but then I'm just so lazy. I'm just such a lazy person sometimes, but I do my best. So 100% much rather have bad taste in music, because it's not that deep if you have bad taste in music. Then again, it's like subjective a little bit. Moving on, I think I'm gonna do one more before I check the biscuits. What shall we do? What shall I render to Jehovah? For he has done so very much for me. Wait, no. Any more questions? Would you? Oh yeah. Would you rather be the richest person in the world or the smartest person in the world? I hate to say this was an easy pick for me. Like I hate to say that, but I would 100% be the richest person in the world. I'm sorry. It's the same thing as saying, would you rather, sorry, this is really bad. Would you rather have $1 million or like $100 million or find love, for example. Like, and it's, I don't know, that's a tough one actually. But there was another question where it was like a similar thing with like money, and I was like, and I don't know what this says about me, okay? But this is a different question. This isn't about love. This is, would you rather be the richest person in the world or the smartest? 100% the richest. Because then again, I'm thinking, what can I do? Because if you use your intelligence the right way, you could become the richest person. But already being the richest person, I'm fine. You know, I don't need to be like big brains or anything. I can be like a complete average person. So 100% richest person in the world. Okay, let me do one more. Would you rather have a huge imagination or a photographic memory? I would say photographic memory. I would have loved to have a photographic memory in high school. Oh, would I have loved that? And I mean, I think, what are the benefits of having huge imagination? Let's think about this a little bit. That's not huge imagination. I might actually take this out. Huge imagination. Not much you can do with it unless you are some kind of artist, if I'm being honest. Unless you just love thinking about things and, you know, throwing things out there, if that's what you're into. But it's like, what can you really do with huge imagination? Then again, you can, if you're into writing, storytelling, then that's a huge thing. But I would like to have a photographic memory. I think, because I suck at school so much. I'm so bad. Because I just don't remember things. Like, I don't remember things, and it takes me back to matric where I was grinding, but it just didn't stick. Anyway, I'll be back soon. I'm just going to take the cookies out, the biscuits out, and see if they are finished. And they are done. The biscuits are finished, but I just need to let them cool so that I can eat them. I'm not a huge fan of, like, I don't know, I've noticed that being here in the US, that people's ideas of biscuits, or aka cookies, because a biscuit's like a scone, which doesn't make sense to me. But people's idea of biscuits, they like it soft, like not crunchy, which kind of bothers me a bit, because it's like, then it's not like a biscuit, you know what I mean? But you know what, I digress, you know, but I like them kind of hard. So I'm gonna let them cool, and then I'll munch them a bit later. But carrying on of our Would You Rather game, I don't even know what number we're on, but the next one is, would you rather live in a world where there's no crime or no privacy? Now, I've actually, because I was reading this, but I was like, I think I care more about crime than I do about privacy. So I would say no crime, you know, but people are different. I think just for me, no crime. I mean, I don't really, in terms of privacy, I mean, I like my privacy, but it's not something that I'm like obsessed about. You know what I mean? Like, and I think thinking about where that stems from, I think it stems from just living in a home where I wouldn't say everyone's open, but no one's necessarily like hiding things. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So whether it be whether you want to share something, or whether someone's room is just open or whatever, you know, just like little things like that. So I care about people's well-being and health and make people feel safe. So I would say no crime. Would you rather never be rejected ever again, or never fail ever again? I feel like failing is a form of rejection in a way. Doesn't make sense. The way I see it, failing is some form of like rejection or some sort of like resistance in a way. But when I was looking at this, I was like, rejection. Have I ever been rejected? And it depends on what context you are taking this. So rejection could be in seeking a partner, or rejection for a job, or rejection from, I don't know, but like in rejection all. And I can't really recall being, well, that's a lie. I have been rejected before. from nothing in like my personal life, I don't think. But when I was like, you know, asking for jobs in Georgia, when I was on that grind, that was very hard for me. Just going up to like restaurants and being like, hey, do you have like any available jobs during the holiday? And then them being like, no, sorry, our, you know, festive season vacancies are full. And I'm like, thank you. But for the most part, it wasn't that bad. Everyone was super nice. But it was hard. I think for me, just like going up there, kind of expecting some sort of rejection, but then when it came, it was like not what I expected. You know what I mean? So it was tough. So I've been rejected in that way, but I haven't really been rejected like personally. I don't think. The only okay, can I tell you a story? The only rejection, I guess, was, oh my word, I don't know if I've told this before, but grade 2. Well, I don't think it was grade 4. No, it was grade 2. In grade 2, I liked this guy, and I can only recall liking in my, oh my word, that's loud. But I hope that doesn't, maybe I might move. I think I'm gonna move because I feel like that's pretty loud. Well, let me just speak over it because why not? We can finish out this would you rather. Grade 2, I liked this boy. I'm not gonna name drop him, but I liked him a lot. I not obsessed, but I really liked. And I only recall in my time liking like 3 people, really 3 people. And great people, by the way. They are super nice. I talk to some of them still, so it's not that deep. And I liked this guy, and I was like, dang, you know. And how old am I in grade 2? I think I'm 8. I'm 8 in grade 2. And I remember we were playing noughts and crosses, aka tic-tac-toe, but noughts and crosses on the carpet. And I was friends with this one girl. We were close friends. And it was like, me and him were playing, and I was like, oh my word. Oh my word. And I'm like, what is happening? And then something happened where, you know how like 8-year-olds tease each other, oh, like, you like her, it's so obvious you like her. Basically, I think someone was like, you like, let's call her Sydney, this other girl, my friend, let's call her Sydney. You like said to Kyle, the guy, like, let's call him Kyle. His name's not Kyle, but let's call him Kyle. So someone was like, Kyle likes Sydney, you like Sydney, and he was like, you know, when boys, they go, no, like, they laugh it off. And then, but Kyle wasn't like this. He was like, yeah, I like Sydney. I do like Sydney. And then Sydney was like, I like you too. Meanwhile, I'm here watching this thing unfold right before my eyes. Heart shattered, like fell to the floor. And me having this huge crush on this guy, Kyle, and here they are, Kyle and Sydney declaring their love for each other. Like, I like Sydney, and, you know, I like you. And she was like, I like you too. And I was like, what the? And I remember feeling so like, it was bad. And Sydney and I went to aftercare together, so we were always together. And I remember I was thinking about this the whole day because I'm like, it's over. It's over now. It's over now. There's no hope for me. And what else? Yeah, we went to aftercare, and I remember we were changing, and we were in the bathroom, we were changing, and I just remember thinking, like, I don't remember this exactly, but I don't know if I asked her, do you like Kyle? Or something along those lines, and I think she said yes, but there was something happening. Either I was just thinking about this the whole time, or I might have actually asked her. And I was like, okay. And then nothing came of it. And I think in grade 3, there was this rumor. The first time I'd been a part of a rumor, which was weird, was that Kyle, or grade 3 or grade 4, I can't remember, that Kyle and I kissed. I was like, this is the first time I'm hearing of this. And I think for some odd reason, we were just like together a lot. I don't know, we were somewhat in the same group, so we were just often seen together with the same people. And you know, grade 3, 9 years old, can't say anything. Look at the biscuits, how pretty. Oh my god. Crunchy. This is what a biscuit is. It's crunchy. That's really good. So I think, yeah, that's when I remember being rejected indirectly, kind of. So that was pretty sad. I think I'm gonna do one more question. Because there's the fridge is like, if you can hear the fridge is making a noise. And these are the times I wish I had a mic, but I have a mic, but that's for the audio. I wish I had a mic. I wish I had a mic for my phone. I'm trying to find an interesting one to end us off on. You see, like another question, would you rather be incredibly cool or incredibly rich? What will cool do for me? Not saying that I'm trying to get something out of everything. That's probably what it sounds like. But I'm thinking like, what does cool do for you? Like, I don't understand. So much rather be rich. Trying to find a nice one to end us off on. Just like a nice fun one. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is pretty, what? Okay, would you rather get rid of one bad habit or get one new good habit? I'm trying to think of a bad habit that I have right now. I would say a bad habit that I have right now is probably, and I don't think it's a habit, I just think I'm just doing it because there's no one else in the apartment. But then again, it probably could be a habit. So I'll say a bad habit right now is leaving my clothes like wherever. Like I literally walked into my room, I was gonna go shower, and I took off my shoes and I just left them there, and they are still there. So I just think a bad habit I have is just leaving clothes everywhere and then not coming back to put them where they are supposed to be. And to an extent, it doesn't really faze me that much, but sometimes it's just like, this is not right. So I do eventually clean them up. A good habit, what good habit would I want to get? There's not really one. I read often. I guess I want to play my guitar a bit more. Again, I would rather get rid of a bad habit. I don't want to be thinking, the fact that I have to think about a good habit is just like not a good sign. So I'd rather get rid of a bad habit than acquire a good one. And that is that, folks. I am gonna go now. I'm so sorry, that's so loud. But hate to cut this short, but it's been short and sweet, kind of. And maybe there's another type of get to know me situation where maybe you picked something else and you're like pretty shocked that I said something. And you can let me know if you have any questions. I'll be more than answer. But also because the fridge is making a crazy amount of noise, which is a recent thing, actually a recent thing, and I don't know if it's normal. I don't know, but this has been fun. I had a lot of fun, and I hope you did too. A bit of a different event or episode today. We just sat down, played a nice little game. But tomorrow, I think hopefully I can go outside and do some fun things. Might do my Polaroid run, maybe, but we'll see. We'll see what the day brings us, but definitely gonna be outside a bit more because there's no weights, there's no practice. We're just chilling and we're gonna grind. I think Percy Jackson came out today. What today? Or tomorrow? I don't know. But I'm also gonna watch the basketball game tomorrow. Our team is playing another team. I don't know who we're playing, but it should be fun. But if you've made it thus far into the episode, you already know that you are a real one, and I appreciate you. I'm so forever grateful and thankful for you and your support. And if you'd like to support the pod, I would really appreciate that. How you may do that, you may ask. Great question. You can follow the pod you can find the pod anywhere you listen to podcasts: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere. You can leave a rating, leave a review. Let me know what you like, what you didn't like, what you maybe want to see more of, and I'll be more than happy to answer those questions for you and hopefully start a conversation. You can also follow the pod on Instagram at Never Alone Pod. I'm posting there every single day, reels, dumps, all the good things, sometimes a story. So I would appreciate if you can follow the pod on Instagram as well to stay updated in some way. If you want to see some good old shenanigans, tomfoolery, whatever you want to call it. You can also follow the pod on Twitter at Never Alone Podcast. Same situation, posting there every single day. And I'd love to see this, and leave a little follow situation. This has been fun. I'm kind of cramping in my leg because I'm sitting on like the floor. So I'm gonna need to stand up. Anyway, mwah, mwah, hugs and kisses all around, always. And I will see you on the next one.